Hello, my friend. Today, March 4th, 2026, I'm in Xiangtan, Hunan. Before heading to Changsha and catching the high-speed train at 5, I'm going to read Insanely Simple: The Obsession That Drives Apple's Success by Ken Segall. Segall. Seeing the big picture. A company facing extinction will normally do whatever it takes to keep itself alive. Anything except increasing marketing cost, of course. After all, it's the lack of money that's about to make the company go belly up. Since marketing schemes don't usually come with a guaranteed return on investment, they require a leap of faith, and faith is a hard sell to management during a crisis. So it takes a large degree of nerve to pour a good chunk of what's left into something as intangible as a new brand campaign. But that's just what Steve did. In a certain way, he seemed to feel liberated by Apple's predicament. He made it clear that Apple couldn't be withdrawing it into a shell at a time like this. Now was its last chance to get out there and put its stake in the ground. The company had to invest in itself, and invest Steve did. As he noted when he presented the Think Different work to his marketing team, Apple spends a fortune on advertising. You'd never know it. By this he meant that Apple had a large budget for advertising, but it had squandered it. It had let complexity get in the way. Apple was trying to advertise so many products with that budget. It was saying 100 things quietly instead of one thing loudly. Over the course of the next year, I would marvel at how bold simplicity could be. Rather than advertise a variety of products, Steve insisted that there be a single focus for every quarter. That focus would be highlighted on the apple.com homepage, and it would be the subject of almost all of the advertising. The effect was impressive. By saying fewer things in more important places, Apple seemed to get more notice than companies like IBM, which had a vastly larger marketing budget. The Think Different campaign was Steve's first big marketing expenditure during his new reign at Apple. Jazz media chief, Monica Carroll, earned his respect by creating a media plan that was as simple and compelling as the images in the campaign. It wasn't cheap, but Steve knew it was right. He recognized the power of these iconic images to stop people in their tracks. Monica made sure that the Think Different campaign appeared only in those places where it would achieve maximum notice, and never in places that would degrade the message. These portraits of Think Different heroes never ran on the inside pages of a magazine. They ran only on back covers, where they would shine on their own. They were a common sight on coffee tables in homes and businesses, but it was out in the real world that the ads had such a commanding presence. Billboards became a huge part of the effort, but only in the most prime locations. Apple started systematically locking up the most visible billboard locations all over the United States as they become available. Near airports, approaches to major cities, etc. In urban environments, Apple's images appeared on bus shelters, using backlit posters that stood out in the night. Most strikingly, Think Different images were painted onto the sides of large buildings. In New York City, the classic photo of John and Yoka in bed stared down upon passerby. Just John, Yoka, and those simple words: Think Different. Steve approved all of this with greater relish, and of course, without testing any of the ads beforehand. In his heart, he knew this work would resonate with the intended audience. With no time to spare as Apple tried to rebuild, he had no interest in looking before he leaped. He would certainly not let a focus group dictate the message Apple would broadcast to the world. Alright, feels good to read, man. Reading out loud helps, stretch my tongue. It made me feel like I become more articulate. Although it's not necessarily the case. It's great to read some stories like that. It's inspiring. Okay. Thank you for reading with me. See you later. 停止录像。